Hello and welcome to the Retro Tech Super Mario Kart Challenge, the brainchild, if you will, of one Anthony Walker. Did you just see that? That's me shrinking Toad. What it is Super Mario Kart is coming up to its 30th anniversary in the UK. It came out, I think, a few months ago, officially, like in Japan. But yeah, it's the 30th anniversary. I meant 30 years ago. It's the 30th anniversary from its UK launch, coming up in October, which makes me feel incredibly old. I'll come back to that. So what it is basically you are tasked in this video, or in this challenge, should I say, to try and do the Flower Cup on 100cc, which is sort of the very middle setting of the game, because it's the middle set of courses and it's the middle cc, and you're supposed to do it while shrunken. So I had no idea this cheat existed, and I know Mario Kart pretty well. It's my favourite game of 1992, as you can see in a video which you can see on that link above. But at the same time, I had no idea this cheat existed. And Anthony Walker of Raven Gaming, check out his video on his channel. He came up with this idea. He explained this cheat, and I was like, I never knew that cheat existed. Anyway, so yeah, if you want to join in, go basically onto the Retro Tech 100 group. Every week we have an arcade challenge anyway. I finished first in that one, so I didn't do too badly. And join basically near the top of the page. There should be this challenge. Get your emulator on. You could do it on a normal Super Nintendo or a Super Nintendo Mini Classic, I guess, if you had like a camera aimed at the screen, or if you got like an arcade camera, you could do it there. Record your run. Now, I'm fairly confident with Mario Kart. I'm not bad at it. I'm pretty good at it. I can beat my 9-year-old son every time, because I'm that kind of dad. But you're going to see me struggle now because of what I said. But yeah, it makes the game a lot more interesting. If you know the courses like the back of your hand, see how well you do on them when literally any contact with any other racer will instantly throw you back 3 or 4 places, if not completely ruin your race entirely. It makes it so much more difficult. It's crazy, it's chaotic. It's a brilliant suggestion by Anthony. Well done you for coming up with it. It's a great way to celebrate something that is already past its 30th anniversary in some countries, but is about to do it here. And God, if that does not make you feel old, I don't know what does. Insane that this game is 30 years old to me. It makes my skin shrivel up, and it makes me feel like that old guy at the end of Last Crusade when he takes the wrong cup and he drinks the holy water from it. And oh my word, do I feel old knowing that this game is 30 years old. 30 years old. Extraordinary. There's a few things that make me feel old. This is the main one, I think, because it was such an important part of me, sort of early teens, this one. I loved this game. It's one of those games that I've sort of attached memories to. So here goes my first life gone. Because I had, I got this, I think on import. It can't have been import. It came out in October. I certainly got it like early on when it was released. And I got it the same day that there was a programme on television. It was Halloween. Now, if I say Halloween in 1992, I wonder what that makes you think of. Yes, a few of you might have picked up. It was when Ghostwatch was on. And me and my best friend, who sadly passed away since, we spent the whole day playing this game. And each of us had a problem with Luigi. And Luigi, on our first playthrough of this, you probably know from this version of Mario Kart, whenever you go around the course once. The other characters will then use their abilities. They don't collect power-ups. They have permanent power-ups built in, and they can spam them as much as they like. Now, because it was our first day playing it, we were struggling when we did the first 50cc race. We finished that okay, but when we started 100, we just couldn't do it, because every time we tried to cross the line, Luigi would spam his star, and then we die. And we nearly missed Ghostwatch. I was so keen to watch Ghostwatch, but then he came around with this bloody Super Mario Kart, and I was like, this game is god tier. It's amazing. But we did remember it in the end, and so we sat down and we watched it. We missed the bit at the beginning. I got through that race, the old ghost tower. Funny enough, speaking about Ghostwatch and ghosts. But yeah, we got through. We missed the beginning bit that said it was a drama. So we went into it thinking it wasn't a drama. And we watched it. And how, I can't remember how old I was, like 14 or something. I've got no idea. How old am I? Yeah, 14. So we're 14 playing this game. And then watching this show. And there was a point that even as a 14-year-old, even if you hadn't seen that introduction, where you were like, okay, this is nonsense. But it was presented in such a decent way. And I think it was kind of... obviously, when Michael Aspel started blithering on about ghosts invading your telly, and apparently someone with special needs killed themselves that night, allegedly, after seeing that, because he's worried about his house getting haunted. But I did not have special needs, or do I? And so I watched it. And anyway, there's a bit towards the end, and I love the bits where they move the camera quickly and you saw like a ghostly outline in the curtains, and no one else sees it, and then someone rings up, a fake person rings up, and it was so good, Ghostwatch. I love Ghostwatch. I can still watch it now. But there was a bit towards the end where Pipes, who's like the demon ghost, who's been sort of haunting Sarah Green and Craig Charles and all the others, he comes along, and you just hear him say, Luigi, and it sounded like Luigi, and that's when me and my friend got really scared, because we thought we thought it was genuinely that Luigi had come to haunt us. So yeah, what a brilliant show that is. And that's always good when you've got like a game where there's an anecdote you can attach to it, a personal anecdote, a really strong personal connection to this game. Partly because it always reminds me of my friend who died when we were 18, but also because it was just like a funny moment. I guess it had to be there. So yes, that's that talked about. I haven't really talked about the game a lot, have I? I never do in the arcade challenge. So this is, as I say, the Super Nintendo challenge this week. It's not a regular thing. We did a Super Tennis one because Wimbledon was on telly. I won that one, even though I didn't win a set. That was a good turnaround for me, by the way, getting third there. But yeah, we did a Wimbledon one. We've done this one, and it's not necessarily Super Nintendo games we're going to do on these challenges. I think probably Christmas we'll do probably that bloody awful either official Father Christmas game on the Spectrum maybe, or no, I don't think we should do that. I'm not even going to suggest that. Or that one on the Mega Drive, the Christmas one on the Mega Drive, or Home Alone or something like that. We'll probably do that. But yeah, when there's a special event, I think we'll sort of do two challenges that week, an arcade one and then one on the home systems. I love this game, as I've said, and I was more than happy to take part in this. I might not take part in all of them, but this one I'm more than happy to show tribute to a game that has given me much happiness and good memories over the years. As I say, I played it with my best friend who died back in when it came out, and then I played it with my son recently. We play this whenever we go to my mum's house. We sort of stay over there. I've taken the little sort of Super Nintendo Mini round there, and we play it there. And my son still can't beat me at it. Someone will likely beat me on this. I think if you have a couple of practice... I didn't have any practice goes on this. I just went, right, okay, the cheat works, I'm going straight in. And so yeah, I do okay, but I think there is a possibility for someone to do better than me. Let's just put it like that, as not to spoil your, I don't know, is entertainment the right word at this point? Watching someone else play this game and just witter on, I don't know. But yes, we do these challenges, as I say, on arcade machines every week. So if you don't fancy doing the arcade one, come and have a go at this one. And then maybe you will get interested in the arcade one. It's like I'm trying to get you to join a cult, and maybe we are in a cult. Please do not take my goat. That is for purposes of me and Dougie Titchmarsh. We're going to spit roast it. The barbecue's in the garden. What did you think of it? So yeah, running out of things to say really. I can tell you a little bit about the game in terms of the fact it was released by Nintendo in 1992. It was the first of its type, and it bloody well, went and created its own subgenre. Like there was karts for everything. Good finish there. So yeah, you had Crash Bandicoot, you had Sega Sonic, you had Sonic All Stars. You had Nicktoons. What else was there? I'm sure there's a Muppets one. I might cover the Muppets one soon on TV Games thing. Snoop. I want to say there's a Garfield one for sure. I don't think there's a Snoopy one. I could be wrong. Is there a Snoopy one? But yeah, a lot of properties just come out and just had kart versions. I don't think there's a little mini mode in one of the Mortal Kombats, isn't there? There's a Mortal Kombat kart. That's cute. We're on the last race now, at least. Well, the first attempt at the last race. Let's put it like that. So yeah, and the game itself has had many iterations on all the Nintendo formats post the Super Nintendo. This is the only one on the Super Nintendo, but it was one of the earlier releases on the N64. It came up pretty swiftly on the Wii, the GameCube. It was sort of first year as well, and then the Wii U got a version, and of course we all know that the Wii U version ended up being the Switch version, and the Switch version is still going in terms of they're still releasing races and courses for it, which is really cool. I haven't actually got the Wii one, and I love Mario Kart, so that's surprising. But I've not bought all the Mario Karts. Like I never had the DS one. I didn't have the 3DS one. I didn't have the Wii one. I owned at least two of those machines. And yeah, I haven't got the Switch one. So I've sort of gone off it a bit in terms of, I know I'm one of those people that doesn't like the blue shells. I really like playing the one in the arcade, the one with Pac-Man in. That's really cool. I could see how it's probably not going to work, and it's a bit light as a game. It wouldn't really work on a home format. In fact, there's two, isn't there? Mario Karts in the arcade. I used to like the Game Boy Advance one because it was really like this, because it was all flat and stuff. I like the flatness, and I've always been partial. My favourite thing's battle mode. I think I've always liked the battle mode. And at one point during the month, you will hear me at some point start humming the battle mode theme tune and not being able to stop, to the point where I've sort of laid it underneath this video for its entire duration, because I'm cruel like that and I want you to suffer like I did. But yeah. So yeah, one of the top sellers on the Super Nintendo in the end. I think by far one of the biggest sellers on the Wii, wasn't it? And it's amazing that Anthony's come along to me last week and said, yeah, so if you play the game using the shrunken cheat, we'll make a challenge of that. I was like, shrunken cheat? And I had no idea. And like, I used to buy like Super Play. How did I miss this? And Nintendo Magazine System, or whatever it was called, that nonsense title, Mean Machines, all those. But yeah, no idea this cheat existed. And absolutely blew my mind. Absolutely, completely and utterly blew my mind that there was a cheat in this game that I thought I knew like the back of my hand, that it existed. And I think I'm pretty much alone in that. I think from the sounds of it, nearly everyone knew about this cheat. And I'll be using it to make my son even more angry this weekend when he comes round and we play Mario Kart. And I humiliate him further. It's all right. He beats me at other games. It's fine. He plays me on the Switch one. He beats me every time. So fair's fair. What can I tell you? Yeah, so once again, so the Retro Tech 100 challenges, as I say, there's an arcade one every week. Please do go check out the challenge. Please have a go. As I say, this one might be a bit more familiar to you. Maybe you don't feel comfortable playing, I don't know, Viper Phase 1 or something like that, or Rolling Thunder 2. But I'd say a great proportion of people of our age and even younger have played the original Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo. So it might be a chance to show off your skills. It may be a chance to relive your youth. And then once you've done that, upload the video. You can only do one take, so have as many practice runs as you want, but as soon as you press the record button, that's your recorded run. Once you've done that, get yourself onto... It's unfortunate, isn't it? Get yourself onto the Facebook group with your video link, put it up there, and then have a look at some of the other videos. And other people will probably be swearing over theirs, and or some people might have far more interesting chat than Ghostwatch, more relevant. Are you expecting a genital fact, by the way? Because that's the other thing. That's the arcade thing. I don't have any genital facts. I don't want to talk about Mario. He's probably got a chode. Maybe that can be your facts. Mario has got a short, fat penis. How do I know this? I don't. Although one fact is, and I always find this surprising, is that Mario is in his mid-20s. How's that guy in his mid-20s? I get a little bit of stroke of luck with this, by the way. It's impossible for me if you've worked out the standings. See, there's my bit of luck. The good old lightning bolt. But yeah, it's impossible for me to get the first place in the Grand Prix at this stage. So I can't actually finish above Princess Peach. But I don't do too badly, despite that. So all good. I'm pleased with how it turned out. I haven't humiliated myself on this game. It's one of those games that I would feel ashamed of myself if I had humiliated myself. And luckily, I do not. And once I've finished this, I'm going to go and have a look at Anthony's video. And then wonder if anyone else would have uploaded. These are going to be long old videos, of course, which is why I'm wittering on like a spent penis. But yeah, I'm interested in this week's challenge. It's good. It's a fine game. And I don't know, one final lap. So in my final lap, basically, I'll just tell you what's happening on the channel. So we've got this week. I've just released today a video based on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the original PlayStation 1 game, the UK edition of it, anyway. So that's out this week. Next week, I've got a video on Bigfoot on the NES, which is not about Harry and the Hendersons, but about a big truck with big fat wheels. Now, that's it. That's the challenge all over. How well did I do? As you can see, I won 3 races out of the 5, but in the 2 that I didn't win, I finished 3rd in both of those. So it was impossible for me to catch up with Princess. So I have finished with 33 points. So I'm 2nd with 33 points. That will be my recorded score. 2nd in the championship with 33 points. No lives left. I think someone can finish 1st. I didn't. That was my first go. I didn't practice. If you've got any experience of Mario Kart, I reckon if you give it a couple of practice runs, you'll get 1st. It's tough, and my heart was beating in that last race because I had no lives left. But I did it. But until next time, Kay, thanks, bye.